Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dylan. I hope everyone's having a magical day. Today I'm looking at the second Aurora doll in the Ultimate Princess Designer Collection, and here she is modeled after her Briar Rose outfit in the film. First though, if you don't know me, my name is Dylan, and I like to collect Disney princess dolls and other Disney items, Funko Pops, etc. So if you like those things, please follow me and join me on my doll collecting journey. Otherwise, stay tuned as we're going to be looking at this beautiful doll and the pin. So if you don't know what the Ultimate Princess Celebration Designer Collection is, please check out my Snow White review, as in that video I talk about what the set is all about. And I will put a link to the other videos in this playlist below in the description. But looking at Briar Rose's box, it's very purple, so Aurora's is pink and this one is purple. And instead of the rose motif, we have a crown that looks a lot like Aurora's crown. You'd think that they'd have the crown with Aurora and then the rose with her Briar Rose alter ego. So it's interesting how they mix those two up. On her box, there's two beautiful roses, and then there's also some thorns that are up here next to this rose. It's very dramatic, and it looks like there's a highlight in the middle, and then around there's these black shading. Down at the bottom there, it says Briar Rose, one of 5,500. So the three princesses that got the two dolls instead of just one, it seems like their second editions had a lot less dolls produced. I'm not sure if that's because they were more supposed to be exclusive or what. So, but there's just less of these than of the others. Up there it says 6+, and then also on top of the box there's a window that you can see the doll, and it says Disney Designer Collection up there. Here is the back of this box. As you can see, the purple continues and more crown motifs are there. On the side here it says Briar Rose again, and there's a little diamond insignia above it. So Briar Rose, or Aurora as Briar Rose, was designed by Richard Chan, and I'm not sure what section of the Walt Disney Company he works in, but he's clearly a very big Disney fan, and I'm guessing he must work in costume design or like textiles somewhere. Anywho, down here there's a commentary about his life, and then also kind of his inspiration for the Briar Rose Aurora doll. And here he's inspired by Aurora as whenever she was raised in the forest by her aunts. And this is inspired by the forest and nature. And it talks about how she is a forest maiden. So a lot of the colors and fabrics are inspired by petals and flowers and things you would find in a medieval forest. Down here at the bottom, there's more product information, and there's a price tag. This was originally $129 on shopdisney.com. Here we have Aurora with her windows open, and as you can see, she is displayed in another gorgeous window here. There's a candelabra here in gold on her plastic, which matches the other Aurora doll. So I'm guessing it just must be an homage back to her castle. There's diamond insignias throughout, and within the little diamonds, there are crown motifs that we've seen on the front of the box. Over here is Richard Chan's information and his sketch. This sketch is gorgeous of this doll, and I want to include that here in the video so you can see that this is how he pictured this to be displayed and to work with the doll. So it's very forest, very flowery, but also very runway. Over here is the certificate of authenticity, and I don't know what number I have there, but it's interesting that I just noticed that this doll has rose motifs actually on the little cards, but then on the box it had crowns, so maybe they mixed that up. Anyways, Briar Rose here is displayed in a very pink and purpley forest scene. It looks like a scene from Sleeping Beauty, but they took a purple or pink effect and put an overlay over it. So that way it matches her theme better. So it is the same Aurora face, but they are so different it's almost unrecognizable that these are the same mold. It's just different makeup here. Aurora's eye makeup is different with this pink, beautiful eyeshadow. She has a very natural looking lip and blush. Her hair, of course, is blonde and it's down. She has one earring that's a rose on one ear. The other ear doesn't have it. So if anyone got this doll and only seen one earring, that is not a mistake. She has beautiful butterflies in her hair, which probably represent the forest. And these are basically like a fascinator or sort of just like a hairpiece. In her artwork, it almost looks like she's wearing like a kimono or some type of Asian-inspired look. But this is actually a cloak. And as seen previously in the tiny picture of Richard's artwork that I showed you, this is meant to be displayed off the shoulder. But here in the box, the way this is displayed, she's wearing it like a jacket. So it would have been interesting to see if she would have been displayed with this off the shoulder. And I just didn't know if that would be possible in terms of doll production and quality control, because I feel like there would be a lot of errors probably made there with these dolls. So instead, it does look sort of more like a kimono, as there's these long poofy sleeves and it goes all the way down to the bottom. So everything is like a pink and a purple, some shade of pink and purple. And actually, two different pieces here. So underneath the cloak, there is a beautiful dress. It starts up around her neck, and there's little cuts to where it can see through to her skin, including this cut here at her waist. There's these beautiful ombre effects. And there at the bottom, we have our very interesting and beautiful flower petals, which is what Richard Chan was talking about with the flower petal forest inspirations. The cloak is beautiful and has gorgeous, gorgeous embroidery on it, including this embroidery here that seems to be inspired by more flower petals and more forest things. She almost looks like a forest sprite or like a forest fairy, and I very much got that vibe from him with this doll. Moving down, there's more of that embroidery and more beautiful gemstones. And her shoes are actually white heels, and they have straps on the front. And then there is her stand. But overall, it just speaks forest nymph or like forest goddess to me. Now time to look at Aurora, Briar Rose's pin. And here is a more simplified version of what Richard was going for with the doll. So even here, it does look very much more like a kimono. And I wish that somehow this could have been displayed differently. But you can see there's a red background. There's a little crown inside of the motif. It says Disney Designer Collection, Ultimate Princess Celebration Collection. And it has that same beautiful outfit. But if only this could have been displayed differently. And you can even see on the pin that her arms are kind of bare there. So that's what it was, I think, meant for. But if you're a deboxer, this would be a dream to get to pose. It's just in the box, it looks more like a cape. But truly beautiful work, Richard. And I do agree with him that Briar Rose was a forest maiden. And I like how she's inspired by forest fairies or like a forest goddess. So wonderful job there. And the artwork for this doll is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this look at Briar Rose Aurora Ultimate Princess Celebration doll. Let me know what you think of her down in the comments below, and make sure you like this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I can't wait to meet more of you and discover more Disney friends. Alright, stay tuned for the next doll in this set. I'll be reviewing her very shortly. Everyone have a magical day. Bye!